Affiliate marketing is one of the best ways to make passive income online, and with the right tools, you can build a high-converting affiliate website in no time. And in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create a fully functional WordPress affiliate website using Hostinger AI. And whether you're a complete beginner or just looking for a faster way to get started, Hostinger's AI-powered setup makes the process incredibly easy. And we'll go step by step, setting up hosting, installing WordPress, using AI tools to design your site, and optimizing it for affiliate success. And by the end of this video, you'll have a professional looking website ready to start earning commissions. And real quick, before we get started, if you get any value out of this video, I would greatly appreciate it if you would subscribe to the Blog Within YouTube channel. Helps me bring you more resources, and it keeps you up to date with all the AI, web, and tech trends happening throughout the year. But either way, thank you so much for all your support. All right, with that being said, let's get started. First things first, head over to Hostinger's website. You can get there by visiting hostinger.com/blogwithben, and I've linked to that in the video description below, and that will take you to Hostinger's homepage. However, this isn't for Hostinger's WordPress hosting. In order to build your WordPress site with Hostinger AI and WordPress, from the nav at the top of the screen, click on where it says WordPress and select Hosting for WordPress. And that will bring you to the page that you're looking at right now and will allow you to get started with Hostinger's WordPress hosting and the AI site builder. So Hostinger offers 4 WordPress hosting plans, each designed for different types of websites, from beginners to high traffic businesses. In this tutorial, I'll break down each plan, helping you choose the best one for your needs. Plus, when you choose a 48-month plan, you get a few months free, and you could save an extra 10% with my code BLOGWITHBEN. And we'll go through that during the checkout process, but let's take a closer look at these plans really quick. So the premium plan starts at only $2.99 per month for a 48-month term and renews at $7.99 per month and is perfect for beginners. It supports 100 websites and 25,000 visits per month with 100 gigabytes of SSD storage. You also get a free domain, which is a $10 value, a free SSL certificate, free email, and automatic website migration. This plan includes weekly backups, unlimited bandwidth, and WordPress auto updates, making it a solid choice for small businesses or blogs. Next is the business plan, which is the most popular plan, and it starts at $3.99 per month for a 48-month term and renews at $8.99 per month. It includes everything in the premium plan, but boosts your storage up to 200 gigabytes with the NVMe storage, plus 100,000 visits per month. Additional perks include daily and on-demand backups, advanced WordPress acceleration, a free CDN, and the WordPress staging tool. And if you have a growing website or online business, this plan offers better speed and security. Then for higher performance and scalability, the Cloud Startup plan starts at $7.99 per month for a 48-month term, renewing at $19.99 per month, supports 300 websites, 200,000 visits per month, and 200 gigabytes of NVMe storage. It includes a dedicated IP address, priority support, and enhanced resources for growing sites. And if you need even more power, the Cloud Professional plan starts at $14.99 per month, renewing at $23.99 per month. It boosts storage to 250 gigabytes of NVMe and 300,000 visits per month with priority expert support, making it ideal for large-scale projects and high-traffic websites. But no matter which plan you choose, you're going to get managed WordPress hosting, free SSL, free email, automatic website migration, and unlimited bandwidth. So once you're ready to get started, choose a plan that works best for you. And in this tutorial, I'm going to be using the business plan to set up an affiliate marketing blog with Hostinger's AI website builder. So once you have picked your plan, click the Choose Plan button to move on. And this will bring you to the cart page where you'll need to determine the period time frame for your particular plan. Now, I currently have the business web hosting plan for 48 months, which is 4 years of Hostinger WordPress web hosting, and priced at just $3.99 per month when you select the 48-month option. And this saves you an incredible $480 over the full term. That's 71% off the original price, which is a really good deal. Now the total comes to less than $200 for 4 years of hosting, and it even includes a free domain and an additional few months of free web hosting. Now I highly recommend using the 48-month plan for maximum savings, but you do have the option to tailor your billing cycle here. As you can see, you could choose to go with a lower billing cycle. They even have a month-to-month plan, but since I already have a Hostinger account and this is going to be a demo account for the video, I'm going to choose the 12-month billing cycle. Again, I highly recommend the 48-month plan, but choose the billing cycle that works best for you. Also, remember to use my coupon code by clicking this link and then enter blog with Ben in that field provided and click the apply button, and that will save you even more money on your hosting plan. Plus, Hostinger offers a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you could try it out risk-free and get your money back if you find that it's not a good fit. But either way, once you're happy with your selection, click the Continue button. And next, you'll need to create a Hostinger account by either entering an email address and a new password, or you could sign up via a Google account. That's what I'm going to do, so I'll click the Google button. And once you're signed in and connected, you'll be taken to the billing page where you'll need to enter your contact info. And then on the right, you'll see a detailed breakdown of your order. Again, you're getting a ton of value for an extremely low price. Plus, I honestly have never seen or used a web hosting provider that has an AI website builder like Hostinger's, which you'll see in just a few moments. So, in my opinion, that alone is well worth the investment. Okay, so once you've entered all your contact info in, click the Continue button to move on to the pricing options. And you have a few to choose from. You can pay by credit card, PayPal, Google Pay, Apple Pay, or Alipay. So go ahead and choose your payment method. I'm paying by credit card, so we'll just fill out the requested info. And whenever you're done, click the Submit Payment button. And it may take a few seconds for the payment to process, so just sit tight really quick. And in a few moments, you should get a success notification letting you know that the payment was successful, and you can begin to set up your Hostinger services by clicking that button. So it looks like there is a countdown timer on the button too, so you can just let it run out, and it will automatically take you through the website setup onboarding steps. Now, before we go through these steps, I want to point out that you'll receive an email with your purchase confirmation and invoice number. You can access all of this information in the billing section of your Hostinger account dashboard as well, which we'll go over a little later on in the tutorial. But for now, let's go through these onboarding steps and build our WordPress website with AI. Now that your Hostinger plan and account have been set up and paid for, let's dive into the onboarding process for creating your website. And this is where we'll lay the foundation for the site, add a new domain, register it, install WordPress, and implement the AI website builder. And I should point out that depending on when you're watching this video, some of these onboarding steps may have changed. Also, if you purchased a different type of plan than what I purchased in this video, these onboarding steps may look different as well, but they're still super simple to go through and you can probably figure it out without my guidance. But again, I'm just going to walk you through this really quickly so that we can get the onboarding set up and then so we can also set up the domain name. And Hostinger makes this incredibly simple by guiding you step by step through the process. So let's get started with this first question, which is to let Hostinger know who this website is for. And you'll see two options, myself or my business, and you'll select this if you're building a website for personal use, like a blog or your own business, or someone else. And you'll choose this option if you're creating a website for a client or another person. And Hostinger uses this information to customize your experience. And for this tutorial, I'm creating a site for myself, so I'll select that option and click the Next button. Okay, now that we've told Hostinger who the website is for, the next step is deciding what you want to do with your website. And it gives you three options depending on your needs. First is to create a website, and you'll choose this if you're starting fresh and want to build a new site from scratch. This is perfect for anyone launching a blog, business website, or portfolio. Next is to migrate a website. So if you already have a website hosted somewhere else and you want to move it to Hostinger, this option is for you. Hostinger even offers a free migration tool to make the process seamless. And finally, there's I hired a professional to build it for me. And you'll select this if someone else is building the site, but you need hosting and other services to support that. So for this example, I'm creating the site myself, so I'll select that first option and then click the Next button. Next, you'll need to create your WordPress login details. This step is essential as it grants you access to your WordPress dashboard where you'll manage your website. And on this screen, you'll first select your WordPress admin language from the drop-down menu. By default, it's set to English, but you could choose any language that fits your preference. Next, you'll enter your WordPress admin email. This email will be used for account notifications, password recovery, and other important site management tasks, so make sure it's an email that you regularly check. And then create a strong administrator password. Now, Hostinger provides password requirements to ensure security, but they also provide a strong password for you. At least they did for me. But if you click this eye icon, you can reveal that password to review it if needed. Additionally, if you click those three dots next to the eye icon, it will regenerate a new strong password for you. Just FYI. Then once all the fields are completed and meet the security criteria, click the Next button. And since we're creating this site ourselves, Hostinger gives us two fantastic options for how we can build it. On the right, we have the pre-built websites and themes option, which allows you to start from scratch using pre-designed WordPress themes. And while this is a good choice if you want full control over customization, it requires more time and effort to set everything up manually. But we're going to go with the much faster and easier option, create a website with AI. This is where Hostinger's AI website builder for WordPress really shines, and instead of spending hours customizing a theme from scratch and adding all of the copy, the AI will generate a fully designed website tailored to your needs in just minutes. It handles everything from laying out and styling the content suggestions, so you could focus on growing your affiliate marketing blog instead of struggling with all the technical details. Now, there's even an option to start from a completely blank site if you need a super custom build, but for this example, I'm going to show you the power of AI. So I'll select Create a Website with AI, and then click the Next button. And here, it's time to select your domain name. This is the web address that people will use to visit your site, and you have a few options as to how to proceed. First, you can use a brand new domain. This is the easiest option, and it's included for free for the first year with your Hostinger plan. You'll just type the name that you'd like for your domain in that text field below and check if it's available. Or you could use a domain that you already own. So if you've already purchased a domain from another registrar, you can use it here. However, keep in mind that there will be some additional steps to point your domain to Hostinger's name servers. And don't worry, Hostinger provides a helpful guide to walk you through this process if you're going to use a domain that you already own. Now, if you're not ready to decide on a domain name yet, you can click the Use Temporary Domain link there towards the bottom of the screen, and this is a great option if you want to test things out before committing to a domain. Okay, for this example, I'm going to use the free domain from Hostinger. So in that domain name field, type your desired domain name like so. And when you do, Hostinger will automatically check if it's available, and you'll see a handful of options appear, all using the same domain, but they have different extensions like .me, .fun, .com, etc. And you'll also see the price next to them, but again, these are free for the first year, and I'm going to use the .com version, so I'll select that one. And there we go. All right, so that looks good to go, so let's go ahead and click the Next button. And here you'll be taken through the domain registration steps. Registering your domain is a critical step because it makes it officially yours. This means no one else can use the same domain for their website, and it ensures that your visitors can always find you. So first, you'll need to provide some basic details. You'll use that drop-down menu to select your country of residence. This is important for compliance with domain registration rules. And next, you'll choose whether the domain is being registered for personal use like a blog or for a business like an LLC. Then click the Next Step button. And here you'll need to enter your contact details. This information is required, so go ahead and enter your address and phone number. And I should point out that all Hostinger domains come with privacy protection, so this information won't be accessible in the Whois directory. Most web hosts charge for this type of privacy, but you get this added layer of security for free from Hostinger. That's pretty cool. Okay, once this is all filled out, click the Finish Registration button. And since this is a brand new domain, you will need to confirm your email address in order for the domain to remain active. And you have a few days to do this, but I recommend doing it as soon as possible. The domain confirmation email will be sent to the email address that you used in the registration, and it will look like this. And all you'll do is click the Verify Email button within that email, and you'll be good to go. So keep an eye out for that email. It's very important. Okay, next, go ahead and click the Register button. Here you'll be asked to choose where your target audience is located. And this step is important because Hostinger automatically selects a data center based on the country closest to your audience. And a closer data center means faster website loading speeds and a better user experience for your visitors. And by default, Hostinger will recommend a data center based on your selected country. However, you could change this by clicking that drop-down menu and selecting from locations like the United States, Brazil, France, etc. And if your audience is global, it's usually best to pick a region closest to the majority of your traffic. Then once you've selected your preferred location, click the Next button to continue. But don't worry if you're unsure about your choice, you can change your data center later if needed. Now the WordPress installation has begun and the site builder will load. You can monitor the progress here, and it only took a few seconds to load, but for the sake of time, let me fast forward really quick. And here you are taken to the amazing Hostinger AI WordPress website builder. I know I sound like a broken record, but this is where the magic happens. It's truly the quickest site builder that I've ever used, and it only takes a few steps. So now that we've chosen to build our site with AI, the next step is to give the AI some basic information about our website. This helps it generate a layout, structure, and content that aligns with our needs. First, we'll enter a brand name. This could be the name of your blog, business, or website. And if you're building an affiliate marketing site, you might want to choose something that reflects your niche or brand identity. In this case, I'll enter the Affiliate Edge. Next, we need to describe our site. This is where you provide a short summary of what your website is about. There's no hard and fast rule about how this should be written, but pay attention to those 3 bars underneath the text box. They'll turn green whenever you've written enough for the AI. And this description helps the AI understand what kind of content and structure would work best for your website. Finally, we need to select our website type. And clicking that drop-down menu gives us several options, including portfolio, business and services, blog, and affiliate marketing site. And since we're building an affiliate marketing site, let's go ahead and select affiliate marketing site. And I should point out that I'm building an affiliate marketing site about affiliate marketing. That's kind of meta. You don't need to create your affiliate marketing site specifically about affiliate marketing. It could be an affiliate marketing site around healthcare or pet products or beauty, stuff like that. Just keep that in mind whenever you're creating your site. Okay, once everything is filled out, click Create, and the AI will start generating our website. This process just takes a few moments, and once it's done, we'll have a fully designed site with a layout tailored to our needs. And you can monitor the progress here, but it took about a minute, like literally less than 60 seconds for this to fully complete the AI site building process. But for the sake of time, let me fast forward really quick. And whenever the AI is done, you'll get this preview of your fully built WordPress website, complete with copy, placeholder images, a blog, and it looks like we even have a resources page here, all within a few seconds. That is amazing. Now, I highly recommend previewing every page to determine if you want to move forward with this particular layout, but please keep in mind that this site is built on the WordPress Gutenberg blocks, so everything you see here is 100% customizable and can be easily configured to match your particular brand and color scheme. Think of this as a foundation to build upon. And for the sake of the example, let me show you one way that you could generate a different site if you're not happy with this first option. And I also want to point out that even if you don't like this site, you could still create a new site within your WordPress dashboard, which we'll take a look at in just a second. But if you look towards the bottom of the screen here, you'll see a Create Again button. Press that, and you'll be taken back to the AI Builder inputs where you can reword the description or select a different site type if needed. But I'm going to keep everything the same, and we'll click the Create button again. And we'll get a warning letting you know that the previous version will be deleted, so click Continue, and the AI will get to work again, creating an updated version of our WordPress site. And once again, for the sake of time, let me fast forward really quick. Feel free to browse and check out the theme and layout to ensure it meets your needs, but remember, all of this is easily customizable within WordPress's full site editor, which we'll see in just a few moments. And another thing I love about these sites is that the AI builds your navigation menu for you. And you can see we have a blog menu item here, and it takes us to our blog feed. Pretty cool. And then it even created a resources page. And I assume this could be where we could add various resources, help docs, articles, a knowledge base, what have you. A bunch of different resources to help our blog's visitors out. But again, this can all be easily customizable with the WordPress editor and the blocks, which I'll show you in just a bit. Okay, I really like this site. So once you've decided on a layout to use, click the Confirm and Edit button, and you'll then be taken to your WordPress editor. This is the back end of your site and is where you'll create and edit all of the content on your site. Now, you may see a few pop-ups. You can go ahead and close those for now. And welcome to your WordPress editor. But before we get started, let me give you a quick tour of your editor and these dashboards. The WordPress Full Site Editor is a powerful tool that allows you to customize your entire website using a block-based approach. Unlike the traditional WordPress customizer, which mainly handles theme settings, the Full Site Editor enables you to edit headers, footers, page layouts, and global design elements directly from one interface. Now, there is a slight learning curve on how to use the editor and navigate the multiple dashboards, but I can assure you that once you start using it and get familiar with where things are, you'll become a pro in no time. And I know it may be tempting to start editing your site right off the bat, but I can assure you that it will go a lot more smoothly if you know where you're going and setting a strong foundation before making any design changes. So on that note, let me give you a quick tour of the editor. Okay, so we're currently at the homepage and are in the editor for the homepage. Everything you see here is customizable, and if you hover your mouse over different elements and blocks on the page, you'll see what exactly you can edit and change on the page, which is pretty much everything. That's the beauty of WordPress and the Gutenberg blocks. They make designing your site a cinch. They've really streamlined a lot of the technical aspects of building a site. No more needing deep, extensive knowledge of coding or how to build a site from scratch. This editor simplifies the entire process. So anytime you want to edit a piece of content, simply click on it. And for this example, I've clicked on this hero block. And when I do, you'll see an editing toolbar appear on the screen. In this case, it's in the upper left corner, as well as the block settings on the right-hand side of the screen. This is how you can make various style and design changes, as well as text changes, which I'll show you in just a bit. But if you want to change any of the text or font, you can simply click on it and change it right here in the editor. Next, if you look in the upper left corner, we have the navigation toolbar. And here you'll find the WordPress logo, which is in the top left. Clicking this icon brings you back to the WordPress dashboard. Next to that is a plus icon, and clicking that opens your blocks library. A lot of really cool features here that we'll go over in a little bit whenever we start designing and building this site. Next to that is this little pencil icon, which allows you to access what WordPress refers to as their tools. These tools provide different interactions for selecting, navigating, and editing your blocks. Next is the undo and redo buttons, and this allows you to revert or reapply recent changes. And then those three lines allow you to display a list view of the blocks being used to build the page. Moving to the right-hand side of the toolbar, we have some other tools. But even as I was shooting this video, there were some updates to the WordPress interface that changed what you see here. And as of February 2025, this is what I now see. There is a preview button, and clicking this lets you preview your site before you publish your changes. Great for reviewing edits before they go live. Next to that is a website setup button. This takes you directly to your Hostinger dashboard within your WordPress dashboard. I know it sounds confusing, but you'll understand once you start using them. That laptop icon allows you to change the device being used to view your site. It's currently in the desktop view, but you could change it to tablet or mobile view to see how things look on other devices. Another really handy tool. Next to that is the Edit Page feature, and if you have multiple pages on your site, clicking this icon allows you to quickly bounce from page to page to make edits within the editor. Next to that are some plugins. We haven't installed any plugins yet, so depending on what you have installed, they will display here. Next are the page and block settings, and as you're editing the different blocks in your site, if you don't see the settings, just click this icon. Next to that is your save button, and there's actually an autosave feature that runs in the background, but I always recommend saving your changes as you're making edits to your site. Then those three dots open additional options for your editor like the editor preferences, keyboard shortcuts, etc. Next, if this is your first time here, if you click the WordPress icon in the upper left corner of the screen, it will take you to your theme customizer. This is where you can perform global edits. You can add pages, configure the menu, etc. And we won't be spending too much time here, but if you press the WordPress icon again, you'll be taken to your WordPress dashboard. This is the central hub for managing and customizing your WordPress website. At least this is what I recommend using. Feel free to use the theme customizer if that's what you get comfortable with, but for me, I'm kind of old school and I love using the WordPress dashboard. And here you're greeted with an overview of your site's status, including updates, recent activity, and shortcuts to essential features. Then on the left-hand sidebar, this contains the main navigation menu with sections such as posts, media, pages, comments, users, tools, etc. And each section provides access to different aspects of site management, from writing blog posts to customizing theme and installing plugins. And whatever you have selected in the sidebar will display here on the right-hand side of the screen, which currently is the WordPress dashboard. Then at the top of the screen is the admin toolbar. This offers quick access to site preview, content editing, the Hostinger dashboard, user profile, cache settings, and various updates. Then anytime you want to access the theme customizer, from the sidebar on the left-hand side of the screen, hover your mouse over Appearance and click on Editor. And we're back at this theme customizer. Just keep that in mind as you're going back and forth between dashboards and the customizer. Then to get back to the WordPress dashboard, click the icon in the upper left corner, and that brings you back to the dashboard. I know it can seem kind of cumbersome at first, but once you understand the workflow, it'll become second nature. All right, speaking of dashboards, another dashboard I want to show you is the Hostinger dashboard, and you can get there by clicking Hostinger within the sidebar. The Hostinger dashboard offers a streamlined interface for managing a website, integrating AI-powered site building tools with WordPress functionality, and more. And this dashboard allows you to set up, manage, and optimize your website with ease. At the top, you have options for onboarding, tools, AI content creator, and Amazon affiliate, which will help with various aspects of website creation and monetization. And the website setup section in the center provides options to either keep the current AI generated site or create a new one, giving you the flexibility to regenerate your website design if needed. And additional features include the ability to connect a domain, which we already did, optimize for Google search visibility, and integrate an Amazon account, which we'll do a little later on in this tutorial. Below these setup options, you'll see the Learn WordPress section, and this provides tutorial videos from Hostinger Academy, covering essential topics like making a website, managing Google tools, importing images, editing the footer, and more. And these resources are helpful for beginners looking to familiarize themselves with WordPress. And if you're brand new to Hostinger and WordPress, I highly recommend checking these tutorials out. Then in the top right is another way to preview your website. Or you can go directly to the Hostinger control panel, where you can manage hosting settings outside of WordPress. And the integration of Hostinger's dashboard within WordPress creates a seamless experience for users who want to leverage AI site building tools while still having the flexibility of WordPress customization. Then in the bottom right corner is the Ask AI button, and clicking this opens their chatbot that Hostinger calls Cody, and it's your personal AI assistant. You can ask Cody any questions you have regarding WordPress, but keep in mind that Cody is still in beta and is still learning. So sometimes it can make some mistakes, just FYI. And that's the Hostinger dashboard in a nutshell. Then to get back to the WordPress dashboard, simply click Dashboard in the sidebar, and you'll be taken to the home screen for your WordPress dashboard. So I know I kind of threw a lot at you there, but I can assure you that with the help of this tutorial and Hostinger's video guides, you'll be a WordPress pro in a few short days. But let's keep moving and setting this site up for success. So next, let me walk you through some quick foundational steps to ensure that you're building your site right. All right, in this portion of the tutorial, we're going to actually learn our way around the WordPress dashboard and set up a strong foundation before we start putting content online. It's easy to get excited once you finally get set up, but a lot of people jump the gun and start publishing content without getting their digital foundation set up properly. It's extremely important that we set ourselves up for success before we publish our first blog post or make drastic changes to our website. So, with that being said, let's make some important adjustments to our WordPress settings that will set a strong foundation for your site. And the first thing that we're going to do is reconfigure the permalink settings. Now, if you're brand new to blogging, you're probably unfamiliar with what a permalink is, so let me give you a quick rundown of what permalinks are and why they're important. By definition, a permalink is a static hyperlink to a particular web page or blog post. All it really is, though, is it's the URL of the content that you're publishing on your WordPress blog. And these are the links that you're going to be sharing with the world whenever you want to share your content. And they're also the URLs that people will enter into their browsers whenever they want to view your pages or posts. So that's why it's very important for these links to be set up properly. So in order to change the permalink settings or to review your permalink settings, simply hover your mouse over Settings on the left-hand side of the screen in the sidebar and click on Permalinks. And this will bring you to the permalink settings menu. And as you can see, WordPress offers you the ability to create a custom URL structure for your permalink. Now, the permalink setting I highly recommend you use is post name. This generates a short, memorable, and SEO-friendly URL that's based off the title of each of your blog posts and pages. And it looks like Hostinger has selected that permalink setting for us, which is great, but I still recommend checking this to ensure that your links will be optimized for the search engines. So, again, I recommend using the post name permalink, so make sure that one is selected. And if you made any changes here, don't forget to click the save button. The next tip is I highly recommend setting up your site title, tagline, and site icon. So from the sidebar on the left-hand side of the screen, hover your mouse over Settings and click on General. And the first thing I want to do is update the site title and tagline. And your site title and tagline are used in a few different places on your site, one being in the tab of your browser. And this helps the reader distinguish which tab is what, and it creates a good user experience. It's also used in search engine snippets for your search results. This is important when it comes to SEO, and it also creates a good user experience. So, in those two fields there that I have highlighted, type your site title and tagline. For example, my site title will be The Affiliate Edge, and then the tagline will be Success Starts Here. Next, let's add a site icon, commonly referred to as a favicon. And a favicon is the tiny image that web browsers use to help distinguish between web pages. They're great for branding efforts, and they help people navigate online. Additionally, some browsers and mobile devices will display a larger image, which is the site icon. And it's recommended that the image you use here is 512 by 512 pixels. So once you have your image, you'll need to upload it to your WordPress site by clicking the Choose a Site Icon button. And then this will bring you to your media library. This is where all of the images that you use on your WordPress site will be stored. We don't have any images here yet, so to add an image, click the Select button, and then find the image you want to use. Then once the image has been added, you'll see it here in the media library. And then click the Set as Icon button in the bottom right corner of the screen. And in a few moments, you'll see a preview of your site icon and favicon. I know it seems like a small detail, but trust me, it has a pretty big impact across your site and overall user experience. All right, once you're done here, don't forget to scroll down and click the Save Changes button, and these will implement those changes and make them live on your site. Okay, the next tip for a successful WordPress site is to update the display name. So this time from the sidebar on the left-hand side of the screen, hover your mouse over Users and click on Profile. And from here, we're going to update the display name. By default, Hostinger automatically created your display name by using your email address that you signed up with. This is also used for your display name, which is the name that is shown whenever you author a blog post. This isn't very professional if it's just your email address, and it kind of looks like you don't know what you're doing. So let's fix that. And there are two things I always change. First, I change the nickname and then the display name. So if you scroll down there and find where it says nickname, type what you want your nickname to be. And again, this is going to be used for the display name, and it will also be used for the byline of all your blog posts. So try to keep it professional. And then directly below that, where it says display name publicly as, simply select the nickname that you just created from that drop-down menu. And then if you look in the upper right corner, you'll see that the display name has been changed within WordPress. This will also be changed on the front end of your site, anywhere the display name is used. Another quick tip while we're here is I recommend updating your biographical info under the About Yourself section of your profile. This is used in the About Author section of some WordPress themes and plugins, and it's just best practice to have a professional bio here. Below that is your gravatar. Now, I've already set mine up, and we're not going to go through that entire process in this video. It takes about 10 minutes to do, so if you haven't done this yet, I recommend pausing the video and going through the steps to set that up. Just click that link there, and it will take you through the steps to add your gravatar image. And this is important because your gravatar is a globally recognized avatar, and it's basically an image that follows you from site to site, appearing beside your name whenever you do things like comment on a blog. It's great for branding purposes and is also free for site owners, developers, and users. So to add your gravatar, click that link and follow the steps to get that done. Again, it shouldn't take more than 10 minutes, but I highly recommend doing it. Okay, once you've made all your changes here, don't forget to click the Update Profile button. And we're good to move on to the next tip, which is to install recommended plugins. Now, if you're new to the idea of plugins, WordPress plugins are bits of software that can be uploaded to your blog and WordPress site. Their purpose is to extend and expand the functionality of your site. Now, we're only going to be adding a couple of additional plugins in this video, but feel free to add whichever plugins you see fit. However, I try to limit the number of plugins I use on my WordPress sites because the more plugins you have, the more data you're using, and it also opens you up to the possibility that some plugins may not play nice with one another and can potentially harm your site. I'm not trying to scare you, but try not to overload your site with plugins. Okay, so first, let's take a look at the plugins that are currently installed and running on this site. So anytime you want to access your plugins, from the sidebar menu on the left-hand side of the screen, click on where it says Plugins, and this will take you to your plugin management page. Here you can manage, add, and delete plugins right here from your WordPress backend. Now, Hostinger has automatically installed and activated a few plugins, which I highly recommend keeping. These are instrumental to your Hostinger dashboard and overall functionality, so please just leave these alone. But if you do want to add new plugins, click the Add New Plugin button towards the top of the screen, and that will take you to WordPress's library of plugins. Here you can browse and filter the thousands of plugins that WordPress has to offer. Again, we're only going to be adding a couple in this video, but this is where you can really explore and find plugins to help improve everything from your site's security to your SEO. And speaking of SEO, one of my top plugins that I always add to each and every site that I build is the Yoast SEO plugin. So to access that plugin, in the upper right corner of the screen, you'll see a search bar. Simply type the word Yoast, and it will act as a search engine where it will find the plugins by keyword, and the Yoast plugin should be the first one listed there. And as I said, the Yoast SEO plugin is my #1 recommended plugin when it comes to SEO and starting any type of blog or WordPress site. It's an essential component to building a strong SEO foundation and will help take care of a lot of the technical aspects of SEO so that you could focus on what's important, your website. So to install and activate this plugin, simply click the Install Now button. And then once it's installed, you'll be able to activate it from the same screen. So go ahead and click the Activate button. And once activated, you may get this confirmation screen telling you that the plugin has been successfully installed and to configure it. Now, for the sake of time, we're not going to configure the plugin in this video, but if you're going to use this plugin, I highly recommend going through the configuration steps whenever you have some extra time. I actually have a separate tutorial that walks you through that process, which I'll link to in the video description below, but the Yoast plugin is going to help boost your site's SEO and is by far my #1 recommended plugin when building any type of WordPress website or blog. Another plugin I always use is WP Forms. So to add another plugin, one way to do that is from the sidebar menu, hover your mouse over Plugins and click on Add New. This brings you back to the plugin library, and this time in the search field, type WP Forms. And in a few moments, it should be one of the first ones listed there. This plugin helps you create contact forms, lead forms, surveys, etc. Any type of form. WP Forms can handle it and make it super easy to not only collect leads, but keep a line of communication open between you and your site's visitors. So to install and activate this plugin, click the Install button, and then click the Activate button. And you now have access to 2 extremely powerful plugins working on your site to help with SEO and lead gen. Now again, I'm not going to go through the configuration and using these plugins in this video, but I have separate tutorials that walks you through both Yoast and WP Forms, and I'll link to those in the video description below. Okay, so now that you know how to install and activate plugins, let's move on and start creating content, starting with a new web page. In this portion of the tutorial, I'm going to walk you through the process of editing your site with the WordPress full site editor. Now, one thing I want to point out is that I'm not going to go through every aspect of editing this site, and I'm definitely not going to make you sit through me changing all of the images and copy throughout the entire blog. But I do want to go over some basics so you'll have a solid understanding of how to use the full site editor when you're building your next website with WordPress and Hostinger. Okay, the first thing I'm going to go over is how to add a new web page to your site. And you can access all of the current pages on your site from the WordPress dashboard by hovering your mouse over Pages in the sidebar and clicking on All Pages. And this will take you to your site's Pages menu. This is where you can manage, add, and delete all of the pages on your site. Hostinger already added a home page, a blog page, a resources page, and a privacy policy page. And if you want to edit a page, simply hover your mouse over it here in the listing and click on Edit. And this will take you to the WordPress editor for that page, and you can begin making your design and content edits. Then to get back to the page menu in your WordPress dashboard, click the site icon in the upper left corner of the screen. Then if you want to add a new page, simply click the Add New Page button, and this will bring you to your blank page WordPress editor. It's very similar to our home page, but it just doesn't have any content or blocks in it because it's a brand new page. And a quick tour here. In the center is where you'll add your title and blocks of content. On the right are your page and block settings. Then the top of the screen we have the toolbar. And then something new. Towards the bottom of the editor, we have the Yoast SEO page settings. This is where you have the Yoast SEO plugin installed and activated, is where you'll configure the SEO settings for your pages and blog posts. Then to start creating content, you'll want to first give the page a title. So let's say this is our About page. So in that title field there, I'll type About. Then below that is where you could start adding content. You can simply start typing to add text. But if you want a more versatile site structure, I recommend adding blocks and patterns. And the way to do that is to click that plus icon. And this opens a little block pop-up menu. But if you click the Browse All button there, this opens the full block menu on the left-hand side of the screen where you could access every single block WordPress has to offer. This is like the door to creativity and functionality when it comes to your site design. Now, I'm going to keep it simple for the sake of time, and I'm not going to be doing too much here and going into detail in terms of all of the blocks, but I highly recommend testing these blocks and different layouts to see what works best for you when designing your new pages. Now, one thing I will show you is the power of patterns. So from that menu, if you click on where it says Patterns, you'll have access to pre-made patterns to add to your site. There's even an About pattern that you can access by opening that tab. And there's only one here, but if you add it to the page by clicking on it, check that out. The pattern has been added to the page. You're probably also noticing that the view has changed on the right-hand side of the screen. And whenever you add patterns, it looks like this. You can get back to the full editor by clicking the X in the upper left corner, which I'll show you how to do in just a bit. But to add a new pattern, simply click that plus icon there and simply start piecing together different patterns to build a unique but professional looking page. Then if you recall, I always recommend previewing your work before publishing and making it live. So if we click that preview button in the upper right corner, this will open the preview environment and you can see what your edits will look like on the front end of your site. Now, this is just kind of a hodgepodge page thrown together very quickly. I obviously won't really build this page using these patterns or blocks, but hopefully you're getting the hang of how the builder works. Then back at the editor, to exit out of the pattern view, click the X, and that closes the block and pattern menu and takes you back to the editor, where, just like the home page, you can click on any of the blocks here and start making your edits, like the text. You can edit and change the text like you're typing an email or Google Doc right here in real time. I love it. Then I noticed our page and block settings are not displaying, so to get them back, within the toolbar in the upper right corner, click that little icon there. It looks like this, and that will open the page and block settings. These are instrumental to your site's design and functionality, so I always recommend keeping this tab open. Just a personal preference. Okay, then once you're done making your content and style changes to the page, there are a few best practices I always recommend doing. First, you'll always want to add a featured image to your pages and posts. And the way to do that is in the page settings, so make sure you have the page settings open by clicking the Page tab. Then simply click the Set Featured Image button and upload the image you want to use. It's recommended that your featured images be at least 1200 by 628 pixels because these are the images that will be shown on social media and when people share links to your content, as well as in your blog feed whenever you publish blog posts. Next, I recommend you configure the Yoast settings for the page. And without getting into the weeds, if you're brand new to this, just focus on making sure you have a proper title and meta description for your search engine snippet. Yoast will create the title for you, but you can always configure it here in that first field, and keep in mind that this title will only show in the search results. Then below that field is where you'll enter your meta description. This is the preview text that people see whenever they search for your blog post on the search engines. So within that meta description box, simply start typing a preview of your page or blog post, and you'll want to be sure to use keywords and make it enticing to help your click-through rate. Then Yoast gives you this cool preview of the snippet, letting you see how your site will appear in the search engines on both desktop and mobile. So if you do anything, at least make sure your site looks good in the search engines and is optimized for the search results. Now, there really is so much more you could do with Yoast, but for the sake of time and for now, this is going to help a ton. All right, then whenever you're ready for the page to go live, meaning it will be viewable online, go ahead and click that Publish button in the upper right corner of the screen, and this will make your page accessible to the public. Now, I obviously don't want this page to go live just yet, so for now, I'm going to save it as a draft. This still saves my work on the page, but keeps it in draft status so that people can't visit the page just yet. Then if we head back to our dashboard by clicking the icon in the upper left corner of the screen, it takes us to our Pages menu, where you'll see we now have an About page, and it's listed as being in a draft status. Now, I know that was kind of a crash course on creating a new page, but hopefully you have a better idea of what needs to be done when creating new content from scratch. Okay, next, let's customize the home page. So from the Pages menu, hover your mouse over the home page and click on where it says Edit. And this brings us to the editor where we can start making changes to this page. Now, for some reason, my page and block setting menu isn't showing, so remember, if we click that icon in the toolbar, it'll bring up the settings where I'll have more editing power when it comes to designing and my content changes. Again, this is just a personal preference, but I always have my settings menu open when I'm making changes within the editor. Okay, let's start customizing this page. So if you recall, hovering your mouse over the page will highlight the different blocks of content that you can edit. You have complete control over this design, and all you have to do is click on a block and start making your edits. For example, let's say I want to change this text. Simply click on the text block to access it and start typing. Same thing goes for the button. If you want to change the call to action, just click on it and start typing. And this goes for all of the text and buttons on the page. The editor gives you complete control, and there's no coding needed. Not that coding is bad, but if you're a novice site owner and not familiar with various computer codes, the editor allows you to make some pretty technical changes in a matter of seconds. It's pretty cool. Next, let me show you how to change background colors, starting with this hero block. So first, go ahead and select the block that you want to edit. Then on the right-hand side of the screen, make sure you have the Block Settings tab open and click that little half-colored circle icon. This opens the color settings for the block. Then click on where it says Background. And this opens the color settings for the background. Now it's currently using the gradient color, but I want a solid color. So if you click where it says color, this opens the solid colors that you could use, where it even has your theme's color palette, so you can ensure that you're using consistent colors throughout your site. And as you can see, changing a small thing like the background color makes a big difference. And there we go. I think I like that darker color. Then the same thing goes for the other section towards the bottom of the page. It's using this header section with the blue gradient color, but if I click on that block and then open the color settings again and select the background color picker, I can change it to the same dark color as the block at the top of the page. But when I do, the text looks like it disappears because it was originally using a darker colored text. But we can easily change that by highlighting the text block. Then in the settings on the right hand side of the screen, find the text color picker and click on it. And just like the heading background, you can select a color and change the text to a lighter color so it shows up against the darker background. Same thing goes for the button. Click on that button block to select it, and then click the color icon in the block settings. And this time, since it's a button, you'll want to change the text and border color, and I want to make this white so that it shows up against a darker background. Perfect. Okay, next let's swap out some images. So if you click on any image, you'll see the editing toolbar open up for the block, and then click where it says replace image, and you'll have the option to upload a new image or add one from your media library. I'm actually going to use my site icon, which is already uploaded, so I'll select open media library and then click on the image you want to use. Then before adding it to the page, I highly recommend updating the title and alt text for all of your images. It's just SEO best practice and helps improve user experience as well. The title is what people see when they hover their mouse over some images, and then the alt text is what the search engine bots see whenever they crawl your site. So again, I highly recommend getting into the habit of adding title and alt text to all images that aren't for cosmetic purposes only. Okay, that's good enough for now. So to add the image to the page, just click the select button and check that out. We now have a new image on our homepage. Then another really cool feature here is you can manually resize the image right here in the builder. Simply drag either one of those white dots and you can resize the image to fit your preferred design. And now that I look at the image, it doesn't really match the background color. No worries, you can manually change the color to fit your needs by opening the background color settings again. And this time, instead of picking one of the pre-made colors, if you click that color rectangle, it opens the color picker tool where you can either move this little dot around to find a color that matches, or you can enter a hex color code or a specific color in that field towards the bottom of the picker. Either way, this feature gives you the ability to really drill down and find a specific color that matches your specific needs. And check that out, a perfect match, and the image now blends in with our background. Looks great. And speaking of hex color code, let me show you how to use those to change the colors as well. So let's say I want to change the button color to a specific color blue that I have the hex color code for. So we'll open the button color settings and select the background color picker, and then open the custom color picker again, but this time in that field, I'll add my hex color code. This is a specific numerical color code that tells the browser what color to display. You can Google hex color codes if you need to find a specific color, but I just wanted to show you a different way to go about changing colors on your site in the WordPress editor. Okay, since we're at the button, let me also show you how to add a link to the button. You'll obviously want this button to take the visitor somewhere, so from the button block editing toolbar, if you click that little link icon, a field will open where you'll simply type the URL of where you want to take the visitor when they click the button. Then to apply the link, you can either click enter on your keyboard or click that little arrow icon. Both will apply the link to the button. Then you can take it a step further. If you click that little pencil icon, you can access some advanced settings for this link. And here you could have the link open in a new tab and add the nofollow tag to the link as well. Opening in a new tab is best practice if the link is taking the visitor away from your site. So if you're linking to an external site here, I'd check the first box to open a new tab. Then mark as nofollow is what you'll want to use if you're using an affiliate link. This tells the search engines not to follow the link, and without getting into the weeds, it's a best practice to mark your affiliate or sponsored links as no follow. Okay, for the sake of time, I'm not going to make you sit through me editing the rest of the site, but as you're making your edits, don't forget to preview your work and click the Save button whenever you're ready to make your changes live. Then if we fast forward to my completed site, you'll get a better idea as to what you can do with the editor. As you can see, I was able to make some pretty drastic design changes with a few clicks of the mouse. And not that the AI did a bad job, quite the contrary. The AI site builder gave me a fantastic foundation to work with. I just added my own style and was able to come up with a pretty cool homepage. And remember, if you want to see what this looks like on the front end of your site, you can access the preview environment by clicking the preview button. And we get a much better view of what this will look like on the desktop. Now, a few things I want to point out are the global elements, like the footer and header. And if we scroll down on the homepage, you'll see the footer at the bottom. This is a global element, meaning any design or content component that appears consistently across multiple pages or throughout the entire site. These elements help maintain a uniform look, improve usability, and streamline content management. And then if we scroll up to the top of the screen, you'll see the other global element, which is the header, and that includes our navigation menu. These are both very important aspects of your site, and you more than likely will need to edit them at some point. So next, let me quickly show you how to easily edit these global elements. In this portion of the tutorial, I'm going to show you how to edit some global elements. And the great thing about this is that once you change these elements, those changes will reflect anywhere they're viewed on your site. It helps keep your design consistent and makes your site look a lot more professional. And the elements we're going to focus on are headers and the footer. And the way to access and edit those elements is through the site customizer. So if you recall, you can get there from your WordPress dashboard. And to get back to your dashboard from the front end of your site, simply hover your mouse over the site title in the toolbar and click on Dashboard. Then within the sidebar menu, hover your mouse over Appearance and click on Editor. This brings you to the theme customizer, and we haven't covered this too much just yet, but this is where you can make edits to global elements like your headers and footer. And one really cool thing about this template editor is that you can click on any element here in the customizer, and it's very similar to when we were editing blocks on the homepage. For example, when I click on the header, I can select it and we get the editing toolbar, just like we're editing a block. Then if you click on where it says edit, it takes us to the header element editor. This is like the back end for the header where you can add a logo. Just click on that logo placeholder. And again, the workflow is very similar to how we edit images and text on the homepage. As you can see, I can just start typing on that site title to change the text there. And then for the menu, if you click on any of those menu items, you can change the text, or you can add pages by clicking that plus icon. And this opens up a little drop down where you could search for pages made, or you can even type the title of the page in that field. And this is probably a bad example because I haven't published my About page yet, but whenever I do, it will show up here and I could easily add it to my menu. So those are just a few examples of how easy it is to make changes to the elements within the header. Again, any changes you make and save here will display on your header site-wide. So remember, if you make any changes, don't forget to click the Save button. Okay, then to edit the footer, let's head back to the customizer by clicking the site icon in the upper left corner of the screen. And it looks like it takes us to the All Templates Parts section that has our header and footer global elements. And then to access the footer template, simply click on the preview of it there. And this takes us to the footer template editor, where again, we can start making our edits like we would any other block of content by placing the cursor or just start typing. Pretty straightforward. And again, you could change text. You can change the little headings that are used here. And you can even update some of the social media icons. So let's say I want to update the social icons with links. Simply click on each one of those and a field will pop up where all you'll have to do is enter the URL of that particular social media channel. Again, I know I'm kind of speeding through this, but hopefully you're starting to see how easy it is to make edits to these global elements. Okay, if you made any changes here, don't forget to save those changes by clicking the Save button. And then you'll be prompted to click the Save button again. Go ahead and do that. And perfect. Our changes are now live. Then let's check them out on the front end of the site. So if we click the icon in the upper left corner, that will let us exit the editor and then click it again to go back to the WordPress dashboard. Then to view the front end of the site, hover your mouse over your site title in the toolbar at the top of the screen and click on Visit Site. And we get the full view of our site where I didn't make any changes to the header, so we're not seeing anything there. But if we scroll down to the footer, you'll see my changes are reflected. And now no matter what page my site's visitors access, they will see this updated footer. Okay, another really quick thing I want to show you is how to change other headers on your site. For example, if we visit one of my blog posts, you'll see that the title of each post uses this blue gradient header. Now, this isn't bad, but it doesn't really match my updated color scheme. Same thing goes for my site web pages. If we visit the resources page, you'll see that it's using the gradient blue color as well. And the way to change these is in the theme customizer. So let's head back to the WordPress dashboard. Then from the sidebar, open the editor again. And this time, open the Templates tab. And from here, you could access your theme's templates for the blog posts and pages. Starting with the pages. So if you click on that template, this opens the page template editor. And hopefully this is starting to become familiar to you. And to edit the header, simply click on it. And then from the block settings on the right-hand side of the screen, click on that color icon. And then open the background color picker. And from here, it's just like how we changed the color of the header on the home page. And I'll select the solid color and then find that color that matches the rest of my site. Then don't forget to save your changes. And then if we head back to the customizer and check that out, we can even see that the preview of the templates has been updated as well. Nice. Then let's quickly do the same thing for the blog post template. So I'll select that template this time, and I'm going to go through the same steps to access the header block and update this color. But for the sake of time, I'm going to quickly go through this one. But once they've all been updated and saved, now anytime we create a new page or blog post, the site will know to use these templates, and all of the headers and the footer will now match. And just to double check, if we visit the front end of the site and go to our blog feed page, which is using the page template, you'll see that the header color is now using that darker color. And then if we visit a blog post, same thing. The post header is now using that same dark color as the rest of my site. Now, if you made your global changes within the templates, but you aren't seeing them on the front end of your site, you may need to clear the cache. And Hostinger pre-installed the Lightspeed cache plugin, so one easy way to clear the cache is in the toolbar at the top of the screen. Hover your mouse over this little icon, it's the Lightspeed plugin icon, and from that drop-down menu, select Purge All. This clears the cache, and your changes should now show up on the front end of your site. And again, these global elements ensure consistency and user-friendly navigation, making the website feel cohesive and professional. Okay, moving on. Next, let's set your site up for monetization with Hostinger's Amazon Associates connector. In this portion of the tutorial, we're going to monetize your site via Amazon Associates and Hostinger's amazing Amazon Associates connector plugin. This helps you add affiliate links in various display formats, and to add products, you don't have to switch tabs between your WordPress dashboard and Amazon, as you can simply search for them directly from the WordPress block editor. It's also integrated with our AI website builder for WordPress, so you can instantly launch an affiliate marketing website in minutes. And if you're new to affiliate marketing, this is the perfect combination to kickstart your journey. Now, the first step in the process is to sign up for an Amazon Associates account. And if you're new to Amazon Associates and affiliate marketing, it can basically be broken down into 3 steps. The first step is you sign up for Amazon's affiliate program called Amazon Associates. Step 2 is you promote and recommend Amazon products on your web property. And if someone makes a purchase through your promotional efforts, that leads to step 3. you get a cut of the profits and get paid. It's as simple as that. Now, you'll need to sign up for their standard Amazon account. This is the account you'd use if you were to purchase products on Amazon.com. And after you've established that you have a website and an Amazon account, you can apply to be an Amazon associate. It's free and easy to get through, and I'll link to this sign up page in the video description below. Now, I'm not going to walk you through the process of signing up in this tutorial, but it's pretty straightforward. They'll ask for your personal info as well as your tax and payment info, and just be prepared to provide some information about yourself as well as what your site is about. Then after you're approved, which is almost instantly, you'll be able to start promoting Amazon products on your website or blog for a percentage of the profits. And there are various strategies when it comes how to do this, but in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to monetize your site through Hostinger's Amazon Associates connector and blog content. So now that you have an Amazon Associates account, the next step in the process is to connect it to Hostinger's connector plugin. So from your WordPress dashboard, head over to your Hostinger dashboard by clicking on Hostinger in the sidebar menu. Then click on the Amazon Affiliate tab, and this will open your Amazon connector setup. Now it looks like Hostinger has already connected my site to a Hostinger Amazon Affiliate ID, and if you're seeing this, you'll definitely want to change it to your own unique ID, which you'll get as soon as you're approved to be an Amazon associate. The ID will be in that email you receive from Amazon upon your approval, and it can also be found on the home screen of your Amazon Associates account. Either way, the way that you'll connect your Amazon account to Hostinger is with that ID. And once you have that ID, you'll want to click the connect button here. And if you don't see the connect button, like I don't see the connect button here, click the settings tab. And then in that tracking ID field, enter your unique ID from Amazon. There's even a link to help you find your tracking ID if you need help that you can access here. But either way, once you enter your own tracking ID, click the connect button. And in a few moments, you should see the API status updated with your tracking ID and not Hostinger's. Now you're ready to use the plugin to start earning affiliate revenue with your blog. And I'm going to walk you through a quick use case, but I highly recommend checking out Hostinger's helpful guide on how to use and get the most from this plugin. There's a lot of helpful info here in this article, and if you're brand new to all of this, I highly recommend giving this a read. Okay, so the way I'm going to implement this monetization strategy is I'm going to create blog content and then add Amazon affiliate products within that content via the Hostinger Amazon affiliate plugin. And it's super easy to do. In this portion of the tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create a blog post with AI. Hostinger has an AI blog writer tool that is a game changer, allowing you to generate high quality blog content in just a few clicks. And if you're pressed for time or in need of a quick article, this is the way to go. Now, you can always create a brand new post from scratch within your WordPress dashboard by hovering your mouse over posts within the sidebar and clicking on Add New Post. That opens your WordPress post editor, and you can begin piecing together your own blog content. Or you could use Hostinger's innovative AI Content Creator, a revolutionary tool that creates high-quality blog content and web pages in just a few clicks of the mouse. And it's super easy to use. So let's dive in. Okay, from your Hostinger dashboard, click on where it says AI Content Creator, and this opens the AI Content Creator interface. From here, it's pretty straightforward, which I appreciate. It's not super complicated or time-consuming, just a few quick inputs and you're good to go. And it's broken down into 3 sections. What do you want to make today? What is your content about? And what are the focus keywords of your content? So for starters, in the What do you want to make today section, you'll select the type of content that you want the AI to generate. And there are 2 to choose from, posts or pages. For this example, I want to create a blog post, so I'll leave posts selected. Next, you'll select the tone of voice, which determines how your content should sound. You can choose from options like neutral, formal, trustworthy, friendly, and witty, and depending on your audience or purpose, pick the best tone that works for you. And you can select more than one tone if needed. Then set the content length, and choosing between short, medium, or long, depending on how detailed you want the generated content to be. And for the sake of this example, let's go with long to see how many words it generates. Then in the next section, you'll enter a description of what you want your content to be about. This is where you provide a clear and concise idea of your topic, and the AI will then use this input to generate relevant and well-structured content. So try to be as specific as possible. They want at least 10 characters, but I recommend you type until the 3 bars in the bottom there turn green. Finally, there's an optional field to enter focus keywords, and keywords help the AI tailor the content for SEO purposes. And if you skip this step, the AI will suggest relevant keywords automatically after generating the content. Okay, then once everything is set, click the Create Content button, and the AI will process your inputs and generate a draft based on your specifications. And this took about 30 seconds to generate, so for the sake of time, let me fast forward really quick. And voila, our blog post written by AI that even includes a featured image. And we can change that, so don't worry if you don't like it. But if you scroll down, you can review the text and see what the AI came up with. And at first glance, it's structured well. We have some nice headings with paragraphs. However, I'm not seeing any images or hyperlinks, but no worries though, we can manually add those in the editor. But overall, I'm very happy with the results. And it looks like the long content length is around 2,500 words. That's great. Then you do have the option to publish directly from here by clicking that publish button. But like I said, I recommend editing the content before making it live. So if you click the edit as draft button, it'll take you to the WordPress editor for the post where you can make content edits very similarly to how we edited the other pages of this site. And the thinking is the same. You can add text, content blocks, patterns, etc. For example, to add text, just place your cursor anywhere in the editor and start typing like you're writing an email or Google Doc. Then if you want to add a block, you can either click enter on your keyboard or from any other the current paragraph blocks, click that 3-dot icon in the toolbar, and this opens more editing options. And if you click add after, it will add a new block after the block that is selected. Then if you click the plus icon, you can access the block menu and add various blocks of content. And remember, if you click the Browse All button, you'll have access to more blocks and patterns to use on your post. And since we're monetizing this post with our Amazon Associates connector, let's add the link Amazon product block. And this is Hostinger's plugin and helps you add affiliate links in various display formats. And as you can see, once you add the block, you're presented with 3 options as to how you can display the product blocks. The first option is the single product card, which is ideal for highlighting a single product with a detailed description. The second option is the multiple product list, which allows you to display several products with brief descriptions. And then the third option is the comparison table, which lets you compare multiple similar products side by side. So for this example, I'm going to go with the first option of the single product card, so I'll select that one. Next, in order to choose what product to display, you have the option to choose the input of the ASIN number or select directly from Amazon's catalog. I'm going to select directly from Amazon's catalog, so I'll select that option. Then in that field provided, type the keywords of the product that you want to link to. I'm just going to type affiliate marketing, but after you do, you'll be presented with a library of Amazon product listings that include the title, price, star rating, product image, and whether or not it's shipped via Amazon Prime. And it looks like these are a bunch of affiliate marketing books, which makes sense, but once you find a product that you want to link to on the post, click on it to select it, and then click the Confirm Selection button, and check that out. We have a professional looking product block embedded within the blog post content. And the great thing about this is that now that you've connected your Amazon Associates ID to Hostinger's Amazon Connector plugin, if someone clicks this product listing in your post and makes a purchase, you get a percentage of the sale. That's the beauty of affiliate marketing. I hate saying this, but you can make money while you sleep. And let's see what this looks like on the front end of the site. So if we click the preview button and scroll down a bit, there it is. Looks amazing. And then if our audience clicks on the buy button, they're taken to the actual Amazon product listing where, again, if they do make a purchase after clicking that button, you will get a cut of the sale. It really doesn't get any easier than that. And back at the post, you can add multiple product blocks within the content. Now, you obviously don't want to overdo it, but adding relevant products to your content and your audience's interest is a surefire way to generate traffic to your affiliate offers and in turn increase your affiliate earnings. And if we fast forward really quick, you can see what this post looks like when I add some additional product blocks using Hostinger's Amazon product listing plugin. Looks professional and flush with our blog content. I'm a huge fan of this tool and think it's a great strategy for every type of blogger, no matter what industry or niche you're in. Okay, back at the editor, there are still a few things I always do for all of my posts before publishing. So once you're done editing the content, the first thing I recommend doing is updating the featured image. So within the post settings, hover your mouse over that image thumbnail, which is using the AI generated image, and click the replace button. This opens your media library where you can upload a new image or choose from an image in your media library. I'm going to upload a new image, so I'll click upload files. Then the select files button. And I'll find the image that I want to use. Then best practice, I always recommend updating the title and alt text for your images. It's good for SEO and the overall user experience. And then once that's filled out, click the Set Featured Image button, and the thumbnail will update, and this will be the image that will be used in the post, in the blog feed, and when people share this post on social media. The next thing I always do is assign the post to a category. And if you're new to categories, a category is a group of related blog posts that are about similar subjects. And when you create a blog post, WordPress lets you add it to a particular category. For example, in this tutorial, I'm going to create a category called Affiliate Marketing Tips. Then if I write blog posts about affiliate marketing tips or even Amazon Associate tips, I can group those similar posts into the Affiliate Marketing Tips category. So, to assign a category, from the post settings on the right-hand side of the screen, open the Categories tab, and from here you'll see the current categories. And it looks like this post is automatically assigned to the marketing category. Not bad, but I want to create a brand new category, more in line with this content. So to add a new category, click the Add New Category link, and then next in that field, give the category a name. Again, this one will be the Affiliate Marketing Tips category. Then you can add it to the parent category below that, but I'm not going to do that for this example. So whenever you're ready, click the Add New Category button. And in a few moments, that category will be added to the list. And you can now assign posts to this Affiliate Marketing Tips category from here on out. And then to remove the post from other categories in the list, simply uncheck the box like so. Okay, the final thing I want to do with this post before publishing it is to configure the SEO settings. So if you have the Yoast SEO plugin installed and activated, if you scroll down, you'll see the configuration settings for the post where, again, without getting into the weeds, if you're brand new, I recommend at least adding a focus keyword first. And here you can enter the keyword or key phrase that you'd like the page or post to rank for in Google. Next, Yoast will check the page's content to see if the search engines will recognize what it is about and will provide feedback on improving the content to increase your chances of ranking higher for that search term that you could access here. Next, I recommend reviewing the post snippet title and meta description. You can edit the title here in this field where it will only change the title being used in the search engine snippet. It won't change the title of the post on your site, just what is being used for the search engines. Then below that is the meta description. This is the preview text that will be shown in the snippet, and you'll want to aim for 155 to 160 characters. Then I know we're only covering the basics of the Yoast SEO plugin, but whenever you have some extra time, I recommend checking out the other features as well as possibly purchasing the paid version of the plugin so you could access the premium features. The Yoast SEO plugin has been instrumental in helping my blog rank higher in the search engines, and I know it can help you too. All right, after you're done with the edits and configurations, you can publish the post and make it live for the world to see by clicking the Publish button in the upper right corner. And then you may be prompted to click the Publish button again, so go ahead and do that. And in a few moments, you'll get a notification letting you know that the post is now live. And then if you click that View Post button, you'll be able to see what your post will look like on the front end of your site. Again, I know that was kind of a crash course in blogging and affiliate marketing, but with Hostinger's AI tools and site generator, they have really streamlined the process and made it so much easier to not only create blog content, but to monetize it as well. However, now that your site is monetized with affiliate links and products, there's one important step you'll need to take to ensure that you're remaining legally compliant with the FTC, and that is to implement an affiliate disclosure. In the US, if you use affiliate links on your website, you're required by the FTC, which is the Federal Trade Commission, to disclose this. And back in 2009, the FTC started releasing guidelines for websites that use affiliate links. And these guidelines and the affiliate disclosure requirements are an attempt by the FTC to protect consumers by letting them know that any endorsements or product recommendations they're relying on come with a potential financial gain to the website doing the recommending and endorsing. So since we have affiliate links on our website, we'll need an affiliate disclosure on the site. And you have a few ways to go about it. I recommend using a service like termsfeed.com, and I'll link to this in the video description below, but they have free and paid generators where you can enter a few details about your site and business, and you'll have a professional disclaimer in minutes. They'll give you various options in terms of how you want to receive it, but you can simply copy and paste the text in a new page on your site, and then add that page to your footer or your nav. For example, if we head back to WordPress, you can create a blank new page. And I don't think we've done this yet, but you can create a new page from your toolbar at the top of the screen. Simply hover your mouse over New and click on Page from the drop-down. This opens your WordPress editor for a brand new page. And I'm going to go pretty quick here, but we'll title it Affiliate Disclosure. And then paste the disclosure text in the paragraph block there. And that's it. So let's go ahead and publish this page by clicking the Publish button. And then you may need to click Publish again. And then if we visit the page, looks great. Doesn't need to be fancy, just have the legal disclosure text. Next, let's head to the footer template within the theme customizer. So we'll go back to the WordPress dashboard. Then hover your mouse over Appearance and click on Editor. Then from here, open the Patterns tab. And then the footer template. And there it is, so go ahead and click on it to open it. And then all I'm going to do here is add a page to that menu list. And you can do so by clicking that plus icon. And then find the affiliate disclosure page. And there it is. Perfect. Now it's part of our footer menu. Then let's save these changes to make them live, so click the Save button. And then you may need to click Save again. And then if we visit the front end of the site really quick and scroll down to the footer, we now have an affiliate disclosure page accessible by the public and keeping us legally compliant with the FTC. But we're not done. Anytime you include affiliate links in a blog post, you need to disclose to your audience that they're clicking on affiliate links. So what the FTC recommends is to add some verbiage before every blog post that there are affiliate links in that post. So if we head back to our blog post that had the Amazon Associates products in it, you'll want to add a disclosure here as well. So let's edit the post by clicking Edit Post in the toolbar at the top of the screen. And this will open the WordPress editor. Then at the very top of the post, I'll simply add a new paragraph block and add the following text. This post contains affiliate links, which means I may earn a commission if you make a purchase through them at no extra cost to you. I only recommend products I trust and use. Thank you for your support. Okay, then don't forget to save your changes. Then if we visit the post, you can see that we now have a legal disclosure for the blog content. This keeps us compliant and also builds trust with our audience as we're being 100% transparent with them. Believe it or not, disclaimers and disclosures don't scare people away. It actually brings them in because you're being upfront and honest about what you're doing. And data shows that consumers are more likely to click through when they trust the site that they're on. So it's always a best practice to have affiliate disclaimers and disclosures on your site when promoting affiliate offers. All right, we're almost done. Next, I want to show you how to monitor your site's performance via your Hostinger account. Hostinger not only expedites the site creation process with the AI website builder and the AI content creator, but it also does a lot of the heavy lifting when it comes to your site's security and performance. And one way to monitor that is within your Hostinger account dashboard. And to get there from your WordPress dashboard, simply hover your mouse over Hostinger at the top of the screen in the toolbar and select H-Panel Websites. This will take you to your website management page within your Hostinger account. Then find the site that you want to monitor and click the dashboard icon. And this will take you to the website dashboard within your Hostinger account, and it provides a centralized interface for managing website performance, security, essential hosting features, and more. For example, you can monitor site performance with page speed insights directly within the dashboard, offering you a real-time performance score. And in this case, we have a perfect 100% score for desktop performance, indicating excellent loading speed and optimization. You can also run a new speed test to monitor site performance and make necessary improvements here as well. There's also your hosting resources usage panel. This displays the percentage of total resources being used, helping you track CPU, RAM, and bandwidth consumption. And monitoring this section ensures your website runs efficiently without exceeding limits, which could lead to slower performance or downtime. Additionally, you can manage your database, enable caching, and tweak performance settings, monitor security preferences, and so much more, all within the left sidebar menu. And by regularly reviewing the security and performance insights within the Hostinger dashboard, you can maintain a fast, secure, and reliable website experience for your visitors. All right, that's going to do it for this tutorial. I hope that you see that creating an affiliate marketing blog has never been easier thanks to AI-powered site builders and WordPress integration. And by leveraging Hostinger's AI site builder, you can quickly set up a professional-looking website, customize its design, and start adding high-converting affiliate content with minimal effort, from seamless Amazon associate integration to AI-generated content. This approach streamlines the blogging process, allowing you to focus on driving traffic and maximizing your earnings. And to ensure long-term success, remember to optimize your site for SEO, implement the legal compliance measures like privacy policies and affiliate disclosures, and regularly monitor site performance and security. And with the right tools, strategy, and dedication, your AI-powered affiliate marketing blog can become a profitable online asset. Now it's time to take action. Start optimizing your content, promoting your site, and turning your passion into passive income. As always, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more helpful content on blogging, AI, web, and tech trends happening throughout the year. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video. So that's going to do it for this video. If you found it helpful, I'd greatly appreciate it if you would like, comment, share, and subscribe to the Blog with Ben YouTube channel. Also, if you're looking to start a blog, check out these 2 videos on how to build, grow, and monetize a WordPress blog. They'll walk you through the entire process step by step. And as always, your support means a great deal to me and my family, and for that, I thank you. So with that being said, I'll see you in the next video, and thanks for watching.